question I get a lot from the Roadmap Discord community and other beginners is, how do I host a project? How do I take a project from my machine and put it onto the internet so I can show people? And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to do a really quick one take, ideally no cuts, to show you how simple it is to use Astro to build a simple project from a template, and then go over to Versal and host it, and then have it accessible on the internet for everyone to see. Prerequisites: GitHub account, a machine, eyes, fingers, but importantly, an editor. I'm using VS Code, pretty standard, and Node installed, so you can use the npm command line tool. Now, if I type in which npm, this will show me where the installation location is of my npm. You'll see it's through Homebrew. So let's go to Homebrew, install npm. If I can type. We're one shot in this. Cool. Now I'm going to head straight over to Astro. Right at the very start, they have a get started, do this. So I'm going to click here, and this will start the process of creating a project on my machine. Now it's saying, where should we create it? It's going to give it a randomly generated name. We'll just go empty. Do you plan to write TypeScript? No, but we'll say yes. How strict should it be? Let's go strict. Install dependencies, yes. And should we initialize a new Git repository? Yes, we will do that. This will take a few seconds.
A few moments later.
Cool. Now it says we are all good to go. So I'm going to cd into there. I'm going to use npm run dev so we can see what it looks like. There we go. Just says Astro. Pretty straightforward. If you really want to, we can go in there and we can change it to not say Astro, but instead say Dan. See? That's my awesome portfolio. Now, we're going to have to put it onto GitHub in order to host it on Versal. So, I'll go to GitHub. There's my nice face again. I'm going to create a new repository. Really simple. I will call it the same thing that it wanted me to call it before. I'll keep it private. That's an important thing to note. Your project doesn't have to be public. The code does not have to be public for you to be able to host it on Versal or Netlify or other platforms, because they have access to your GitHub anyway. You give them access. So I'm going to create that there. Cool. Now, it's important to capture this command here, or at least to capture the URL of where your project is. So we'll do that. Exit out of that because we're happy with it. Now I'm going to git add, git commit, and we like to use good commit messages. So I'm going to say add initial files to project. Probably not the best, but we'll roll with it. Now, if I press git push, it's not going to like it. It doesn't have an origin. That's where that command we grabbed earlier comes in handy. I'm going to add the remote origin, which is now connecting this initialized repository that's local to the one I just created. They're now linked together. But if I do git push, it's not going to like it. I need to set the upstream branch, which I hadn't done before. All I'd done before is connected the two repositories together. I haven't told it what branch to push to or anything. So we'll do that as well. And off it goes. And that's us done here. We're done locally. If I refresh this page, you'll see it's now all there, right? It obviously comes with a README and everything. So this is pretty blank and empty. But we're all good. Now I'll go to Versal. I haven't logged in purposely to just show you what it's like. So if I do start deploying, I can continue with GitHub. I'm already logged in, so it's going to go through. And then my latest project will be at the top. You see it right here. And note here, it's already identified what type of project it is, which is pretty useful for us. So I'll import that. We'll keep it the same name. Framework preset, it knows it's an Astro project, right? There is plenty more to choose from, but it knows it's Astro, and that's important because it will automatically set the build command. The build command is the same as what I'd use locally. You saw before, I did npm run dev to just start a local dev environment. In order to have it hosted on here, they're going to have to build it and then host that package that they've built. So what it's going to do here, as you can maybe see, is it's going to do npm run build or Astro build. And now I can just press deploy. And down here, you'll see like a little like CI/CD type build environment running here. So we see it building, and then we'll see it deploy. So this will take a few seconds. Ta-da! Our fantastic project is now on the internet.